Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be episode 5 of my FIFA 19 Sheffield United career mode, and I've got a lot to do in this episode. So as always, just before I start the video, make sure to drop a like on it. I want you to help me hit 5 likes on the video, and also if you haven't already, you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and also hit the bell notification button so then you are never missing one of my uploads. So you've probably seen by the thumbnail and possibly the title, this is episode 5 part 1. And that's because in this series, I try and do an episode per month, okay? Obviously, in the month of December, that's going to be quite tough every single year. So that might have to be part 1, part 2 as well. But off the topic, but back to November. If you look at all the games, we've got Forest, Wednesday, Rotherham and Brentford. Forest, a big team to play. Wednesday, that goes without saying that we're going to have to play that one. Rotherham, Yorkshire derby, and Brentford, a very good team as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Forest and Sheffield Wednesday in this episode, and then I'm going to try and get the Rotherham and Brentford episode out as soon as possible, and in that episode we might end up playing Leeds as well. I'm not 100% sure, but the plan is to play these two sides in this episode. So yeah, let's get right into the episode. So the Forest game is coming up now, and we've got one injury, which is John Fleck. I'll go check how long it is in a minute, sorry. But what we'll do, we'll do that and then put Duffy into the lineup. That's annoying that we've got Fleck injured though. So I thought this midfield trio that we've had has been combining really well, and now we've got an injury to it. That's just putting a bit of you know, a bit of a disruption into the side. Let's just go see how long he is injured for. I'm hoping it's not too long, otherwise we might end up bringing back one of these two here. But he's out for 4 days. So he's going to be back for the Sheffield Wednesday game, which is a sigh of relief, I can say at the least. So let's get into this match away at the City ground. So the lineup is on screen for you right now. Dino, 74 overall he's got up to. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into signing him if he keeps progressing like this. I might even get him in January just to get him. But yeah, the lineup is on screen. I ain't got Bash in it because I feel like he's not that good. Compared to these three, he's not better than any of them. So that is the centre-back trio. Marvin Johnson as good as Steven. Lundstrom, that goes without saying why these two are better. De Witt, I'm going to try and bring him off of the bench in preparation for the Sheffield Wednesday game. And yeah, pretty much that is the lineup on screen. Let's go and try and win Forest away. So I accidentally skipped over the Forest lineup, but it's on screen for you guys right now. Luke Steele in net, he was on trial at the Blades in pre-season, but we opted to keep Simon Moore and Dean Anderson. I'm pretty sure that Simon Moore was on the move to West Brom at one point, but that didn't end up going through, so we didn't need Luke Steele. That back four is pretty strong. Figueiredo and Fox, they're both pretty decent. I think it was the end of last season where them two built up a decent connection. Ben Osborne at left back, I'm going to try and abuse that because he's obviously a midfielder in real life. Ryan Yates behind Daryl Murphy, that's a pretty odd duo, I'd say, to be honest, because they obviously have Carvalho, they have Graben up front, Sudani. Right wing, they've got Matty Cash. I feel like this is a lineup which isn't as strong as they could put out, and I'm certainly going to try and abuse it. So yeah, let's try and win Forest. Oh no, Ryan Yates has got it over to Sadi Yanko and he's blazed it wide. Oh no, Forest have made it 1-0. They've absolutely dominated in this first half. I cannot string together a few passes in the attacking third. The strikers are very restricted and I've just struggled. It's been a struggle, and that feels like it's been literally the only opportunity that any teams have really. They've just had the lion's share of possession, and they've made it count when they have got through. That was actually very close to going wide. Look at it, right into the top corner it was. And yeah, Forest are 1-0 up, and if this team doesn't improve, there's either going to be a formation change coming or a player change for the Wednesday game. So guys, it's now half time and it's 1-0 for Forest still, and yeah, I think I'm going to have to make changes, to be honest. But what changes do I really make with the players that I've got available to me? I've got these two here that are both wingers available to me, so I feel like I'm going to have to go into like a 4-3-3 or something. 4-3-3 holding, that looks decent. Yeah, I'll switch around the team and I'll come back to you guys. So this is the player change that I've made. I've brought on Marvin Johnson for Richard Stearman. And that's left me with all of these attacking players on the bench still. Woodburn, DeWitt, Sharp and Washington. I'm expecting to give DeWitt probably an appearance, probably bring him on 55th, 60th minute, depending on how we are doing. If we're playing well, obviously I won't change it. But yeah, this is the front three that I'm going with. I've got McGoldrick, you can see here. I've told him to cut inside, stay forward and get him behind. I told Johnson to stay wide and get him behind. I've not told him to get back or not because honestly we've got these three in midfield here that can all deputise. I've got Norwood and Coots to stay back, Duffy to get forward and free roam. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see how I do with another formation for the first time in this series. Let's go. Right, Ollie Norwood. I've tried to drift it over to Johnson. He's gotten to the end of it. He's going to cross it in. And we've got McGoldrick there. McGoldrick, come on. That's not the first proper attack we've had. Marvin Johnson down the left side. I've brought him on. And he's made a frigging great effect. I almost swore then, but I'm going to try not to. But it's come on. And that cross was pinpointed. Like Ender Stevens against... I forgot who it was that we won. Millwall it was, wasn't it? Where Billy Sharp got 2. But... that's quality, that is absolutely quality, and that's exactly what I was wanting. Marvin Johnson with his first proper attacking run, getting an assist. McGoldrick with his first proper shot, getting a goal. Come on, boys. How has that gone in? It's gone for about 5 million players and it's managed to end up in the back of the net. I'm really confused. How did none of our players get a touch and how did Dino not end up saving it at the end? I don't even know who scored it. I don't want to look. Duffy can come off. He's been awful. I'm going to put McGoldrick in midfield for the reason so he can play calm. I'm going to bring on DeWitt. Like I said, he's not even suggested. Bloody hell. But I want to give him a chance. And Clark, you can come off. You haven't been that good for Sharp. So, yeah, he can't play right wing apparently. But on FIFA it doesn't really matter. Sharp. You've been awful every time I bring you on. I'm going to play you as a solo striker, which probably isn't the best time. But try and take your chance this time, bud. Right, John Egan is on his own here and he's managed to defend it very well. But they've managed to score. This is awful. This is actually awful. We're being torn apart by Forest with not even a full strength team out. Half of it are youngsters. The defending's poor. Egan's been the only good defender. Look, Jack O'Connell getting it straight to Egan. What can he do there? Dino making one decent save and the rebound has gone in. But I'm really going to have to make some decisions for this match against Sheffield Wednesday. Because the team is playing piss poor. And I don't want to be embarrassed against a side like Wednesday because of... I'm pretty sure you guys can know why. Right, DeWitt has got it over to George Bordock and he's absolutely knackered. He's got it over to DeWitt. DeWitt through to Paul Coots. Low cross. Come on. Marvin Johnson can't get onto it. Come on. Oh. Oh, they're going to make it 4-1 and Dino's made a save. Fair play. Right, it's ended 3-1 to Forest. We've been absolutely torn apart in this match and I'm on ultimate difficulty, I know, but why is Forest the toughest team I've come up against? I don't understand that aspect of it at all. We just couldn't really string together an attack. We had 3 shots to Forest 12. The stats were poor, we were poor, and we've got Sheffield Wednesday now, and I really don't know what to do. I don't know whether to make changes and just hope for the best, whether to keep the lineup the same and just hope that they play better. Formation-wise, I don't know what to do either. This is probably the toughest decision I've had to make throughout this whole series, and I need to make the right one. So I've made my decision on the lineup that I'm going to go with ahead of this match against Sheffield Wednesday at Bramall Lane. Let's get right into it. I'll show you guys right now. Well, I've only just realised how similar their kit is to ours actually. That's odd, but I'm going to go with them for the away strip just because I don't know if they'll clash or not with the home kit. So the lineup. It's not that much of a change if I'm perfectly honest. I bought in let's just go from back to front. So the lineup is the same, other than I've brought in Keane Bryan at left centre back because I thought the Stearman were poor. After giving him praise, he had a poor performance, so I'm not having that. In fact, I'm going to do that as well because Duffy was poor. I've brought in Marvin Johnson to the left mid, okay? What I've done is I've moved these wing backs into midfielders just so then they'll get forward a bit more and attack. What I've done is I've got them on come back but stay wide and get in behind, so when we're attacking they will be forward a lot more than they were as wing backs. I brought in John Fleck after his injury for Mark Duffy. I've completely dropped because I hate playing with him, I'll be perfectly honest. He's not very good. You try and play with him how he plays in real life as well and he just can't keep hold of the ball. His touches are too bad basically and he doesn't keep hold of it very well. So yeah, 3 changes: Fleck, Johnson and Bryan all coming in. I've got midfielders instead of wing backs now, so we're going to be more attacking. I'm hoping this is the only the half of the times that I'm going to say this in this series. I'm hoping Wednesday didn't go up and we do. Let's get into this Steel City derby against Sheffield Wednesday. What's my dog's barking apparently? So it's at Bramall Lane on a Friday night, I think it was, and it's rainy, fairly dark. I prefer it when it's played on a Sunday midday if I'm perfectly honest, but lineups are coming out. I'm remarkably nervous actually. I should be somewhere up there in the cup. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous just because of the fact that this is a match which I really want to win. It'll take us probably up to 3rd or 2nd place. I didn't actually look pre-match, I probably should have done. But we should really be winning this, and the lineup I've made, the changes I've made anyway, I don't know whether they're going to work as well. So, you know, I've took a lot of risks, but it's on screen there, manager Mr. Wobes. Yeah, the bench as well looks pretty decent. I thought I brung Duffy off, didn't I? Brung off Duffy off the bench, I swear down. For some reason he's still on the bench. The game must have made a bit of an error there. But it's saying that the fullbacks are wing backs on that image as well, which they aren't. But Sheffield Wednesday's lineup, I can see some of the players there. George Boyd is playing. Well, we've got Gary Hooper on and Mel, I don't even know who that is, Mel Garrido or something. Some very strong players in there, if I'm perfectly honest. Kieran Westwood starting in there. Can't even get onto the bench from in real life. But they're playing a 4-2-3-1, very defensive with Sam Hutchinson and Kieran Lee in there. We've got no Barry Bannon, he's been good for him in real life. Lucas Jarl, I couldn't see him, and I've always rated him. So it's going to be an interesting affair. Let's get right into it. Come on, Blades! But Norda's got it over to Marvin Johnson with a pace, running inside. I've got it over to George Bordock. Crossed it in. Come on, boys, anybody, please. McGoldrick overhead kick. For the one time I wanted to score a sick goal, it would have been them, but unlucky boys. They've scored, and I had no doubt that was offside there. The player was just too far in, and it was like Gary Hooper or something passing it into Onima, and yeah, clear offside. Ollie Norwood has got it over to somebody, number 2 it was, George Bordock, and it was a very, very powerful shot that nearly dipped. I can't believe that George Bordock just did that, and if that was a bit further out that may have gone in, but come on, we're pressing them very well, come on. George Boyd has just done a fantastic shot, I thought it was, but it's gone well wider, I think. I can't tell what's just happened, but we shouldn't have really let him through like that. And next time, that could go in. Jesus Christ. Right, Johnson and Norwood playing a 1-2. Into the box first time, and Leon, it's at your head. But you didn't even know it was there. Bloody hell. And that has sent us through to half time. It's 0-0 between the two sides. And I've struggled. You can see by the stats I've struggled again. We've had the more possession. But I don't think I really want to make any changes, to be honest. I think I'm going to bring off Coots. I'm going to bring off Coots. Fuck it. He's been poor. And I feel like these two are okay enough. And then they've got these 3 behind them to attack. So Coots can come off, and do I bring on Duffy or not? I really don't know who to bring on. I want to bring on Washington and do that, I think. So yeah, I'm going to do that. McGoldrick, you can play in behind and try and work your way forward when possible. I can't even do that. So Am I going to live to regret that? I don't know. Right, McGoldrick has sent for Leon, and Leon's got turn of pace. Leon scored! Come on! Kieran Westwood, pick that out your net. Leon has opened the scoring in this match, which hasn't really had too many chances for either sides. But Leon has got through one-on-one. That turn of pace was insane. Look at it. Don't know who the defender is for Wednesday there. I think that's Michael Hector. He got absolutely demolished and got turned out of the game. And Leon only had one goal. I can't even speak. That's his first chance of a match and he scored it. I don't know who it was who threaded through the pass, but it was beautiful. So we're 1-0 up, and I'm just going to try and keep this lead now, possibly extend it if possible, but if we don't, that isn't a problem. Oh God, George Boyd has been sent through, and it was some nice play by Wednesday. Keane Bryan is putting enough pressure under him. Over to John Fleck. Fleck through to McGoldrick again, and his first time shot. We're 2-0 up, and this looks to be bragging rights for the Blades. The Still City derby, #1 in this first season, looks to be won by the Blades, and McGoldrick has really done well there. A 1-2 with Fleck it was, and I thought it had gone, to be honest. I thought that pass was going to be intercepted, but it wasn't. And the shot was beautiful, to be honest. The accuracy on it. It looked like he just hit it on the very top of his foot, and he probably did, to be fair. And Leon did a nice duck there to stop it from hitting him. And yeah, 2-0 up. And I think the tactical change that I made has helped us with being more attacking, to be honest. Marvin Johnson has done it low and hard. And Duffy on the rebound. Duffy, and it's been cleared. Duffy's just scored. What a goal it was. John Fleck got it over to Duffy. And I just kept attacking. It fell to Duffy, and I've done nothing but moan about him. But it's come off of the bench. Fresh, and I did a time finish. I did it perfect in the green, and Duffy has managed to make it 3-1. I'm not going to take my words back because he's fresh. You'd expect him to score that, but I'm very glad he's done that. And to be honest, I'm not going to lie. Since I brought him, all I wanted to do was score. All I wanted from him was him to score, because obviously he's the bounce killer. He's killed their bounce again. They were all optimistic about bringing the match back into 2-1, but Duffy has made it 3-1. And I'm quite glad about that result. I thought that it was a professional performance. Took us a while to get started. But yeah, once we got that goal in, what minute was it? The 59th minute from Leon. We never looked back. The stats probably are in the Wednesday favour, to be honest. But I thought that we were the better side. We had the same amount of shots on target and less shots. So we're more clinical, I suppose. 3-1 to the Blades. We've got the bragging rights this season, this time around as well. So yeah. This is the end of the episode, I'm pretty sure. The end of the episode, part 1. We've got part 2 coming up, in which we will be playing Rotherham away, I think it is. Is it Rotherham away? Yeah, we've got Rotherham away and Brentford away. So we've just gone from having away at Forest, Sheffield Wednesday at home, to having these two sides. So it doesn't get much easier, to be fair, with Brentford. Let's go and have a look at the table. We are sat in 3rd position. West Brom look to be going up after coming back down, but Brentford are in 12th, Rotherham are in 21st, so it shouldn't be too difficult to win. But guys, episode 5 part 2 should be coming out tomorrow, hopefully, if not tomorrow, today. So yeah, like, subscribe, enjoy the rest of your day, go and watch episode 5 part 2.